Hey guys, I thought that I would just do a super quick get ready with me for like a regular foundation day. I'm just starting with some primer and I'll list all the products that I use below. My face feels like sandpaper right now. In our new house, we're on a well, and so my hair is disgusting because it's like hard water, so it's like super frizzy on the ends and then greasy at the roots. It's really awesome. So I just got some old school like Neutrogena anti-residue shampoo, so I'm going to give that a try, and some like leave-in conditioner, but my skin is also like so dry and gross from it as well, so I'm just putting on like a lot of primer to try and soften it up. Okay. No one likes to have like Freddy Krueger face before they put on their foundation. And my under eyes have been quite hard to conceal lately, just because I have dark circles, which is hereditary, but also like my skin is becoming like really crepey as I get older. So I'm just gonna give this under eye primer a try. It could just be a gimmick, but I'm a sucker for a gimmick, let's be honest. So just rub that in. It does feel nice. It's the e.l.f. one. It smells really good too. Okay. Let everything set. And then, as you can see, I've got a lot of redness in my face, so I'm going to do some color correcting today. A lot of the products that I'm currently using are not cruelty free, so I'm just trying to use those up before I get new products. So the color correcting palette that I'm going to be using is the Rimmel London color correcting palette. And it's got your standard mauve, green, and orange. So the mauve is a brightening concealer, and then the green is to counteract redness, and then the orange or peach is to counteract dark circles. I find that the light peach doesn't do enough for my under eyes, so I'm going to use the Maybelline Masterclass Camo for under my eyes, but I'm going to start with the green first. I'm just taking a triangle sponge, and I'm going to go ahead crazy. It's like a crazy clown. And then I'll just use a little bit of the brightening on the other areas of my face. I know, this looks completely nuts. And this is, I should say, I started this video saying this is like an everyday foundation routine. This is a bit more involved, obviously, but I'm feeling like the coloring in my skin is like crazy, so I just wanted to do some color correcting. So now I'm going to take my Beauty Blender and the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I really like this one. Just gonna put some on the end of my beauty blender, start dabbing that in. You can already see it's making quite a difference. Just evening everything out. Don't forget your neck. You don't want to look like you're wearing a mask. Okay. And then just continue on the rest of your face. Just pat a little bit onto my eyes because it'll work like an eyeshadow primer. I'm not going to do crazy eyeshadow today, but it just evens everything. It's coming together. Get the old 5 head in my case. Oh, you guys, I got bangs and it was just like the worst decision of my life. I was having like a crisis moment where I need to get Botox, but I'm waiting for my birthday in May so I can get like a couple things done. And in the meantime, I was like, I can't look at my wrinkled forehead anymore. And so I was like, oh, I'll just get bangs. I'm going to get a trim. And my hairstylist is amazing. It's not like she did a bad job or anything, but it was like one of those things where I was instantly like, oh, why? I had this like look when I was probably 19, before I met my husband, and then a couple times after I had bangs, and my husband would always say that it looked like that meme of a cat wearing a watermelon on its head. So sensitive. So it made me like so self-conscious. And then I just honestly felt like a 90s throwback. Like it was, my hair's dark right now, and it just was like such a Janine Garofalo vibe that I was just like, I can't. So I've been like pinning them back. As I said, my hair is like a gross mess from hard water. But, oh, it was such a bad choice. And growing out bangs is horrible. I can't wait till they're just like side swept, which will be good. Okay. Base done. Now I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. Oh my God, I think I mentioned it on my blog that I was so sad to be using up my NARS Creamy Concealer because NARS is no longer cruelty free, but I found this Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer, and it's like such a dupe. Like the consistency is so similar. It's awesome. So I'm just going to apply that to my under eye area, just to provide a little bit more coverage over those dark circles, because I'll need all the help I can get. And then I'm going to give this tool a try. I got it. It's a real, is it Real Techniques? No, it's Eco Tools. It's like a sponge tip applicator. Just going to see if that does a good job of pressing that in. Feels a bit stiff. I don't know. I'm not sold on it. So we're just going to see how that goes. It's not bad. It's not great either. My under eyes do feel really hydrated though after using that under eye primer from e.l.f. So hopefully that'll help lessen the creasing. Okay. Now, I'm really like on the fence about baking. I really don't know if it's good for people over the age of 30 because if you have any kind of wrinkles, it seems to me that it would just like clump in there, but we're gonna give it a try. First, I'm just gonna do a light setting of my entire face just so I can go on with my other powdered products. And I'm using the rest of my Laura Mercier loose setting powder, the translucent setting powder. And just tap a little bit in my skin there and set that so I can use my other powder products because you don't want things to go on streaky. So I'm just pressing on, and then I think I'll bake the areas that get oily for me, which is in the sides of my nose. And then I'm going to try my under eyes and see how that works. We shall see. Okay. And I'm just pressing it in. Okay. Now I'm going to warm up my face. I have been using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil in light medium. This stuff is so good. It's perfect for pale peeps like myself. So I'm just gonna warm up my face with this bad boy. I use the medium deep in the summer when I have a bit more of a tan. I love this stuff because it's matte, so there's no like glitter that gets stuck in your pores. And you just kind of hit all the points of your face where the sun wouldn't normally hit. And don't forget your neck. You want things to be blended and uniform. I gotta get my jawline so I can reduce my 40 chins. Okay. This is different than contouring. We're just warming up our face at this point. I like to do my highlight next just so it kind of blends in with the contour and the blush. Again, Maybelline is not cruelty free, but I'm just using up my Master Chrome in Molten Rose Gold. I'm so mad that this is gonna be it because this is the best highlighter, but I will find a dupe. Okay, I'm just gonna hit the high point of my cheeks. This one too. Okay. Top of the lips. Then I'm gonna do a little bit on the tip of my nose and along the bridge. And I'll contour the sides a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to do my contour. My e.l.f. brush broke, so we'll just see how well this works. I'm going to use my NYX Contour Pro Palette. Dun, 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 looks like this. And I'm going to use this shade here because I'm, again, like basically a White Walker. And I just want to tap a little bit off, and I'm just going to hit the tops of my cheekbones here to kind of carve that out and create some shadow. Kind of define it a little bit, and this side too. This guy. Just gonna carve that out there. And then a little bit under my bottom lip and under my nose. Ooh. And maybe a little bit down the side. My nose is very crooked from breaking it twice, so I need all the help I can get. Okay, and I sometimes do a little bit here just to define my, make sure that you blend it in. And yes, I like to have a jawline because these days it's a little bit slack. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to blush, and I'm loving this Tarte 12 Hour blush in the shade Concept. I got this as like a free gift from Sephora, like in the samples, and I just do it at the top on my cheekbones there. I have a really round face, so I don't really want to go too much on the apple, so I'll just accentuate the roundness. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna, oh, my face is so itchy from allergies. Now we are going to try our hand at baking. We will just see how this works. It might not work at all. Let's see. Go down the side of our nose, under our eyes, rinse and repeat. Dun, dun, dun. Under our eyes. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Okay, and let's carve out the old cheekbones here. Alrighty. I'm totally gonna sneeze. There's like powder going everywhere. Okay. Dun dun dun. Okay. This has turned from like an everyday foundation tutorial to like hardcore. Oh well. I'm Italian. Less is more does not exist for me. Okay. Okay. We will just let that sit for a moment. Oh, my nose is like so itchy. I can't even like tell you. Oh. Let's just see if we can clean up these eyebrows a little bit. I have this Milani pencil and I like the color, but it's really soft and it's like not really a self-sharpening one. Like it's, I don't know. I love the Anastasia ones, but I'm just lazy about going to Sephora, and if I can go to Superstore, get my groceries, maybe some clothes, and my makeup, that works for me. Lazy, lazy, lazy. So, do I prefer the Anastasia one? Yes. Am I going to go all the way into town to Sephora to get it? Probably not. So, this is what we're working with. So, let's just fill in these brows a little bit. I don't have my contacts in, so this could be interesting. Well, I know that we go for sisters, not twins, but when you're blind, this might be, oh yeah, I can already see. We might be running into trouble. Doing like fine detail work without your glasses or contacts is so tough. Okay. Just have to soften this baby out a little bit. Okay. Woo! I gotta brush my eyelashes too. They're a little bit cray as well. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. well, good enough for now. Okay, let's try to get the other one somewhat even. Okay. Oh, this is what's so annoying about this pencil. It just like wears down, and then doesn't self-sharpen. Who designs an eyebrow pencil like this? Milani, come on. Okay. Oh God, itchy nose, itchy, itchy, itchy. Okay. How are we doing, sisters, not twins? Well, I feel that this is probably as good as it's gonna get. One's like much thicker than the other one. I'll try to even that out. How are we looking here? Well, it'll do. Okay. Now, I think I'm just gonna do something just like a real simple on my eyes. It's gonna take, oh! I have like primer hands. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush from my 15-piece vegan set from Morphe. And I'm gonna use my Tartelette palette. I love this palette so much. It's all mattes. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm gonna use Force of Nature. Tap, tap, taparoo, chubs. Just gonna put that over the whole lid. Oh, gotta fix that. Okay. It's like a nice light brown. It's really probably a transition color, but just going for quick and easy here. Maybe we'll do Natural Beauty in the crease. This started out as like an easy look for every day, and it's like morphed into something else. Although I'm a little bit of a makeup whore, so this could be an easy look for every day. Okay. I'm like full of like dun 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 noises. Let's fix up my eyelashes for one. Of course, when I do this, I have the urge to sneeze, so that will probably happen. Good times. I have eyelash extensions on because I have like little to no eyelashes left. They're really sparse and really blonde now. And I cannot for the life of me apply false lashes. I've tried like the cutting them into multiple strips trick, like looking down. I've watched so many tutorials on how to do it, and it's just not happening. So this is easier. Although they do go a little bit crazy after sleeping on them all night. Okay, I think that it's time to wipe off our bake, or wipe off, dust off. So I can see how it looks like a lot more cut there. And we'll do it with under our eyes as well. Actually, like, I'm pretty impressed with the bake under the eyes. It's like, whew, look at that carving. I like this color a lot. I'm not a huge fan of mattes, but this is the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Liquid Lip. glam. Okay, now if only my hair was like done and looked presentable, but it's like a gross mess, so that'll have to be another video. But here is the finished product. Ta-da! I will list all the products that I used in my post. If you're curious, most of them are drugstore products, and as I said, I'm transitioning to cruelty-free, so some are not cruelty-free right now, but they will be. Yay! See you guys next time.